Oh, yeah. I hope that looks pretty because y'all look good. I tell you what, behind the tool belt. It's good to see you.
See you, brother.
It's good to see you. I feel like it's been a long marathon.
It does.
Right, I'm like, man, it's been a long time. But this is amazing. Oh, yeah, I'm going to get all that up.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Cool.
So we got chit-chatting. And so now, let me get all these components up. So now, if you could please share. So you said it's episode 8, which is awesome.
Episode 8.
I'm super excited that we're on episode 8, Behind the Tool Belt, TC Backer, and we're going to be talking about the home show that's coming up in Harrisburg. We're going to be talking about roof safety. Everybody has a lot of water to stay hydrated. We don't need this up there. We appreciate everybody. You got your phone. These components are coming up. Everyone, it is so good to see you. We appreciate you putting your hustle muscle. And I am here. When they don't get to see you yet, I just have faith that the camera's on. But it will be coming on. Let me get them a couple of things so they can get started. So, here we are. Hold on, close. It feels good having that monitor up front to be able to say hi. So, you don't have any shout outs yet because Shane Train is talking and finding pages.
In here,
Chris
in the house, non-house. What's
the
up, guys?
Backstep Bandits in the house.
That's right.
Man, you gotta stop out to the shop and see the sign that those guys put up today, man. They put a nice sign by 360 Images. They made a nice acrylic sign for us.
Yeah, they did.
And the guys hung it out there on top of the new shop, man, and it's hot, dude.
Nice. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait. It was good. I was up at the shop. Well, I don't go many places, but I do go to TC Backer Construction. And so I got a couple little ways I go. Going through the city to get there, go up Roosevelt or Bull, whatever it is. Roosevelt? Is that Roosevelt? I go up Roosevelt, up by the new hospital, and then come out, and then that's how I get there.
Cool.
But great, man. Go stop out there. Love to have you. Victor, Charles, Chuck in the truck. Good to see y'all. We appreciate you. I missed you. I'm super excited. I'm doing a lot of things at once, and I'm super happy about it. I'm getting
Dave
the boys
Rensel,
set up.
what's going on, man?
Dave,
Colin,
good to see ya.
Courtney, Chuck in the truck.
There's my wife.
Eric
My
Schaefer.
wife shared it.
What's up, guys?
Did you measure the door?
Yeah.
Chris, they measured the door.
Yeah, we're working on it.
So we gave Clifford, we gave him a couple pounds of hamburger. I know you don't like that, but it worked. It did. But he had a good idea.
Yeah, let us sneak in the house while I was occupied.
Yeah, so it's good to see everyone, man. Behind the tool belt, I can't wait for the shirts. So there's different ways also to win the shirts, and this is all just for engagement to the next level. Who doesn't like wearing a shirt or a hat? Mackenzie Miller, Hustle Muscle.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. So if you get when you get a picture in front of the Weather Buster, right? Weather Buster window doors.
Yeah. Or one of our billboards.
Or one of the billboards.
Yeah, billboards or yard sign. If you see any of our yard signs out there, stop, take a picture of yourself in front of it. With
you got to tag TC Backer Construction,
TC Backer.
Horizon Lawns, LLC. Matt, good to see you. Great to see you. And then you get entered in to a raffle to win a T-shirt.
Yeah.
So whatever here is, Bob, good to see you. Colin, good to see you. What's up?
Matt
We're ready to
Ford,
have
Stan
fun.
Mazick, Dawn, Christy, Mackenzie, thank you all for watching.
Yeah.
Please hit the share button, bottom left-hand corner of your screen.
Please share this.
If you have not liked the page, please like the page. 2 seconds, guys. It helps us out a lot. We're trying to get some good, solid messages out here. A lot of good stuff today. Danielle, please hit the share button. Thanks for tuning in. So we kind of switched it up on you guys. We were doing Thursdays, but we're going to be switching to Wednesdays because coming up springtime and summertime here soon, and the schedules, made it so that we have to go on Wednesdays. So
yes, they did.
Figure we switch it up now and get everyone used to Wednesdays.
That's what we do. And that's part of the thing is you make quick decisions. And you have to weigh it out, right? There's no perfect decision.
That's
right?
Yeah.
So teams do it with quarterbacks and with draft picks. It's no different. And if you look at those things, like when I come on the show, I think about it for a long time when I'm running.
Yeah.
And someone is looking to fill our shoes. There's a draft every day when someone's born for a position.
Right.
Right? Like just because it's not the NFL and the combine, it's out there. Someone's swinging a hammer.
Yep.
Someone's getting in front of a camera. Someone's doing the work.
That's right.
Because that's what they're born to do.
Yep.
So the trades are a great spot to tell your kids if they're into that. Patrick Nelson, can you put your town in? So one of the quadrants, you guys have like a 4-cube quadrant, like a Rubik's Cube to your circle, even though we're talking about a square. But it's your clients as part of the family. It's the people that produce these products as part of the family, from getting the trucks ready in the morning to making a call or emailing a client, getting the stuff ready, servicing them, the whole gamut to the whole team.
There's a lot of moving parts, man.
Yeah.
And
a lot of moving parts.
And then the community and the training, right? Awareness of the trades, and then giving back.
Yeah. Giving back for sure.
It's Jana.
Yeah, Jana.
Good to see you. I had to
Good
think
to see
about it,
you.
right? Good to see you.
Patrick, good to see you. My buddy
Oh,
Travis.
we love you
is
all. Dawn, good to see you. Thanks for
Hey
sharing.
George, good to see you. Travis, yeah, I know the roofing business is good in Florida. We're actually working our way down that. One of our builders that we do up in PA and Maryland are actually out of Florida, so something happened with my phone there for a second, but
Yeah, no, I was looking
hey,
because
Dawn, good to see you. Travis, thanks for checking in, and George and Colin and Courtney. Thank you guys. Share this out. Colin says Maryland just hit 83 coming up. So those guys are still working. God bless them.
I talked to Tyler probably about an hour ago, and they said that they weren't leaving until the job was done. So
Awesome.
everyone.
See, that's the kind of people that we attract, and
Absolutely.
that's the kind of people that work for us. You know what I mean? That they'll stay until the job's done. I think most people, their mindset is tomorrow's another day. We got 2 hours left, but they'll leave, and then by the time they get down there, it turns into a 4 or 6 hour process. By the time you unload the truck, ladders back up, but those guys stayed and busted their butt and got that done.
Yeah, it was a good team of guys, man. Good team
Hey
of guys
Stacy,
down there.
good to see
We
you.
appreciate
Christy.
you.
What do you guys want to talk about? You guys want to talk about?
So let's talk about this Harrisburg home show that we got coming up.
Okay.
That is probably the biggest show.
Yes, in
in
South
the-
Central
Yeah,
Pennsylvania.
in South Central.
yeah, we're
PA.
excited. It's 4 days.
Yeah, 4 days,
Yep.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It starts February 27th through March 1st. It's the largest home show, I don't want to say on the East Coast, but at least in South Central Pennsylvania. I don't know how many vendors will be there. There will be multiple roofing contractors, landscaping, hardscaping, electrical, rebath, kitchens, all kinds of people will be there. People doing mortgages. There's also a lot of trade schools setting up. There's like 4 or 5 trade schools that have booths set up down at the one end. The food will be great. Parking is free. There is, what else is going on there? For adults, it's $10 to get in. Military is $8. Seniors, $8. And children under 12 get in for free. Parking's free. The hours are Thursday, noon to 8. Friday, 10 to 8. Saturday and Sunday. Actually, no. Saturday will be from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Sunday will be 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. So this is where, at these other shows, I kind of felt like, you know how you're like a big fish in a small lake.
Yeah, so now this is the big lake.
Yeah.
This is the big ocean.
So we're gonna be a small fish.
Nice.
In the ocean.
Right.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
That's definitely kind of new to us here. We're not usually
So all the big dogs will be there. Renewal by Anderson, a couple other local roofing guys, a couple other big dogs that'll be there. So I feel confident in our display. I think we'll look good. And then the other special thing that we have going on is we'll have both of our race cars there. We'll have our sprint car and our stock car up there. Tiebacker Motorsports will be up there, so that'll be very exciting, for the kids to come out and check out our race cars and some other things that we're involved with.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's a lot of people watching right now that didn't even know that we have a race team.
Yeah.
So I had no idea that you guys had a race team. Appreciate everything you're doing. Thank you, everyone that shared this out. Thanks for putting your town in.
Drive safe, Tyler. See you in the morning, buddy.
Appreciate everyone. Curtis, good to see you. If I didn't say hi to you, please drop your town. We're excited about Behind the Tool Belt. We're going to talk. Are we going to talk about any tools tonight? Or
I think, what do you think? You want to talk about safety?
Yeah, I want to touch on some safety due to some recent events that we've had at work. I want to kind of touch on safety because it's kind of been drilled in my brain the past 2 days here. So definitely want to touch on safety a little bit. You know, how you can stay safe on a construction site, specifically on a roof. We're going to concentrate on fall protection today. You know, there's
a lot of
that
people
goes
think
into
rules
it,
and
man.
all that means nothing, but then
Right.
understand that was because of a reason that happened.
Shout out
Thank
to
you.
our
Good to see
new
you,
sales
Jen.
girl, Lauren Homko. She's tuning in right now.
Yes,
we
she is.
just got ourselves a new salesperson, ladies in construction. So shout out to you. It's good to have you on the team. So let's talk a little bit about.
All right, so bear with me for 1 second. You might have a little. If you could let me know if you're back on. We look like we're good from my end.
Yeah, let us know.
So,
if we're still messed up here, guys.
Yeah, because on my end it looks good. So let me just take a look. Cody,
Yeah, I'm fresh.
So- let me just take a look here.
Oh, there we are.
So it should be resetting. So just give me a second. That one's never going to be as clear because that's an old TV. So a little technical difficulty, but I had to try to get this thing straightened out tonight with our Wi-Fi connection, and I think we have it, but we're going to find out. Let's just pray that this thing works out better. So, but if not, we're going to make it through it either way at the end of the day. Hello? Yeah, you're blurry. I'm hoping that we're not as blurry.
Yeah, well, I think she thinks we're ladies.
Better.
That blurry.
So
All right.
Yeah, that
Cool.
looks a lot better.
I hope
Yeah,
it
we're
is. So we have a couple different Wi-Fi's, and so we're always, but anyway, so it's a little technical difficulty. I'm hoping we're back. These are 12 pixel cameras.
Awesome. A lot better. A lot
So
better.
thank you. I'm sorry. That's on me. I apologize.
It's all good,
It's
man.
not
It's
the
all good. It's part of the
equipment, it's
process.
the Wi-Fi, but thank you. So thanks. The grind is back. We're ready to polish this thing up.
Yeah.
Got a little dirty in the beginning, but we're gonna put the capping on this. We're gonna put the fascia on this
That's
and
right.
a nice roof back on it.
Hey, girl's looking better.
Boom! Nice girl power, right? Jocelyn, thanks.
So as we
Appreciate
were
y'all.
saying before, we just added another female to the team, women in construction. We got a new sales lady. Her name's Lauren. She just put everything in final today. I
Yeah.
believe she was there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Monday she's gonna
Yeah,
put-
so that's
put
really
the weekends
exciting.
in. Yeah.
So for all you ladies that are tuning in right now, if you want to make a switch, there's room for women in construction too.
Absolutely.
You don't have to necessarily swing a hammer
Chris
to
Mark,
be,
good
to be
to
a
see
part
you.
of construction.
No,
So,
absolutely not.
yeah, so that's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
But I know we want to talk about safety today.
Yeah, I saw those pictures. I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
that's really changed from when you started, right?
Yeah,
From both
right.
of you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm even familiar with this stuff, so it's
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
cool. It's gonna be cool to talk
Yeah.
about this.
Um,
Brandon, good to see you. Thanks for
Brandon,
sharing.
what's going on, buddy?
Hey, Brandon, good to see you.
I know
Chris
he he can attest to this. We've been dealing with some safety issues at work here. Not necessarily issues of our guys being unsafe, but just some incidents that have happened that have brought safety to the forefront of my mind
Yeah.
the last 2 days here.
Yeah.
So
that we're more so being proactive before, so nothing does happen.
Yes.
And honestly, we talk about all the time of training, educating, and
yes,
educating.
yes,
And it's that time of year. We got through the first of the year hump. We're coming into, the second quarter here. So, we want to instill into the forefront of everyone's mind that, safety first.
yeah.
Safety
Yeah,
first.
especially in our
Straight
trade,
from
man,
you
because
guys are even gonna
Yeah.
when you're on a roof, if you're unsafe and something happens, a lot of times, man, something bad can happen.
Yeah.
Like very, very bad.
Yeah.
People can lose their lives.
Yeah.
You don't usually hear of too many success stories of people falling off of roofs.
Yeah.
So it's best to check check all your safety equipment, check it twice.
Yeah.
If you're unsure about anything, check it because you can never be too sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So first, we'll start off with, what exact kind of safety equipment does a person need when they're on a roof?
Yeah.
First, I believe this picture behind me shows this guy. He has a safety harness on, and what that is, that's a harness that goes over your torso and cradles your legs. So if you do fall, it's not gonna break your neck, it's not going to break your back. It evenly distributes your weight, which is actually very important depending on how far you're falling from.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you guys, I believe it's 6 foot. Falls from 6 to 10 foot are more dangerous than falls greater than 10 foot.
Yeah.
Wow, and you know what? That's like snow. Like if it's less than an inch or 2 inches, people have access. I think that means people are just more relaxed.
Yeah,
like because I get up on this roof.
Yeah,
I don't
well,
normally,
if-
but on this one I
If
do.
you think about it, man, if you fall from 6 foot, you're going to hit the ground super fast before you have any time to react.
Yeah.
You're usually hitting the ground in an uncomfortable, awkward position. I don't know if there's really any comfortable way to fall, but you know, people lose their lives from falling from off a step ladder.
Yeah.
You know, you can break your neck,
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. So there's so much that goes into it. You know, you want to make sure that you're checking all your safety equipment every time. Because just one mistake, man.
Yeah,
One mistake is all it
that's a
takes.
good point. That's a good point. We do a lot of new construction, and the
Please
framers
share.
are responsible for putting in what we call a lifeline, which is either a cable or some sort of stub that sticks out of the roof that we hook our lanyard into.
Yeah.
Well, you know, those things should be inspected before you just go up there and hook into it. Like that, you know, they weren't, you know, who knows what conditions that gentleman was in when they put that safety line device through the roof for us. So those
It's your
things should
own
be
safety.
inspected before you go up there. And then a lot of times, you know, let's say on remodeling or other builders, we have to put our own bull rings up there or lifeline device. So what happens is I don't know how comfortable I would feel. I know when I did siding a lot, I would set my own pump jacks and nail down my own braces and stuff like that. Not that I didn't trust anyone else,
It's your life.
but when I'm 3-4 stories up in the air on scaffolding, I want to know that I was the one that drove those nails into a safe, hard surface.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
You know, I guess my point is, you know, don't always trust someone else's instinct or trust them with your life. Like go up, install the proper equipment, make sure it's installed correctly, and that way you can, you know, feel safe and secure when you're up on the roof, because I know I always work better and faster
Hey, CJ.
knowing that I was safe.
Yeah. And it starts at the ladder. You know, you can.
Yes.
You don't have to, you know, start your whole safety thing as soon as you get on the roof. You start before you even get on the roof. It's how you set your ladder up. You're supposed to have your
That's
ladder
key.
extended 3 foot above
Yeah.
the roof line. So
Wow.
if for someone that doesn't know, the rungs on a ladder that you walk up and down, they're usually a foot apart.
Well, that's where I think some people that they're actually not. So you want to be 4 rungs.
36 inches is what they say.
Yeah, so
36
the
inches.
good rule
So
of thumb is make sure 4
The-
rungs
yes.
above the stepping
Right.
off surface.
well, because if you're ever down on a gutter line and you got your ladder up against the edge of your gutter, do you want to step down onto your ladder? You know what I mean? You want to be able to walk down and hold on to that ladder and brace yourself for when you go off.
Yeah,
You know,
it kind of gives you a rail to
you
get
should tie it off.
the roof.
Yeah,
they
you should
should
tie it
definitely
off to
tie it
something secure.
Please share this. These are homeowner DIY tips, man. You should listen up.
And not only that,
I
but when
didn't
you
know
set
that.
your ladder up, you use the 1:4 ratio. So for every 4 foot that your ladder is extended,
Yes.
you should be a foot back from the wall. So that you don't want to put your ladder straight up and down, because then when you get up high, it can fall backwards.
Yeah.
You know, something as simple as that. So
Yep.
you know, it's before you even
That's
get up
huge.
onto the roof,
Yeah.
you got to start being safe.
You guys do a lot of planning ahead of time, it sounds like.
Yeah, you have to. I mean,
You have to.
You have to, like, you know, with roofing or siding, you have to plan, you know, where are you going to tie off? What's the easiest access point on and off the roof? I think that
Make
more
sure you tie
so
off your ladder.
was more important to me. Like, if I had an area where it was more easier and a flatter surface for the feet of my ladder to be, that's where I would feel more comfortable.
Right.
You know, I'd get my ladder secure where I need it to be, make sure it's 4 rungs above the stepping off surface, and make sure that sucker's tied off, and that I did it myself. Not that I couldn't trust my partner that was with me, but on your, even if it's, let's say they got out of the truck first and set the ladder up. That doesn't mean just run up the ladder and don't look and see what they did, because they could have missed something. I mean, we're only human, things happen.
Absolutely.
You know, and when in the construction trade, things happen so quickly.
No, but like just like you guys say, our neighbor, she broke her back at church reaching for something. Broke her back.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, she was reaching for
accidents
something,
happen.
and she
Things
fell
happen.
backwards. She wasn't on a ladder. She
Right.
just reached, fell back, and either hit something or whatever happened, and broke her back. Sunny, so you don't know. So I mean, 6 feet. I guess a lot of us take 6 feet like it's nothing, and it seems like it obviously
absolutely.
is a lot more.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds silly,
Yeah,
because
6
you
feet.
think that
You can
falling
reach it, so
15
you're
foot
fine.
is way more dangerous than falling 6 foot. And don't get me wrong, guys. I'm not saying that you're going to be safe if you fall 15 foot.
Right.
But you know, you're going to have more time to brace yourself. You know, to land and try to brace your impact with your
Right.
knees and
Right.
you know all that kind of stuff. When you fall from 6 foot, you're going to fall on your face before you can even put your hands up.
Exactly.
And you know there's so much equipment and there's so much time that goes into making sure that everyone goes home safely from the job site every day.
So long, good to see. Do you guys do a free analysis of windows or doors or a roof? Like, you know, if someone can look at it, they just don't want to be sold. They just want you to come. Like, I like look at mine.
Yeah.
Right, like I trust you. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah, we do
look
free
at mine.
estimates, absolutely.
Here's the thing. What do you think? Here's what's important to us. You know, we obviously have everything. You guys take care of the chimney to the curb. So,
Yeah.
you know, but you have to start
Yes,
somewhere.
safety. That's right.
So, yeah. Well, safety's important because you
It's
won't have your
absolutely
house if you don't
important,
work with a company that puts safety first.
Yeah.
So there's a cost to it.
Yeah.
You have to have the proper insurances.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you guys do scale, but still, there's a cost to doing it right. If you get an estimate, you say get 3 estimates.
Yes.
You say ask them why they're so cheap or so expensive.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Don't be afraid to ask questions. I mean, that's
Money.
probably the biggest thing. Ask, you know, what materials are they using, from the underlayment to drip edge to roof boots to the brand of shingles. You know, other shingles are more expensive than other shingles. Other warranties are more expensive than other warranties. You know, so there's all kinds of questions. Are they insured? And if they are insured, what kind of insurance do you have? Do you have workers' comp? Do you have general liability? You know, what happens if something does get damaged on my property? Are you covered? You know, to cover the cost of, you know, whatever damages that you've done. And we kind of jumped ahead there a little bit because I wanted to talk a little more about safety.
Well, let's keep up with safety.
And we were talking about ladders at first, and one of the biggest mistakes I think people made, and I even did it early on when I first got into business, was using a step ladder wrong.
Yes.
Having it closed.
Yes.
Using a
And
step
I would
ladder.
say of all the things that I've personally witnessed in-house in our company, because believe it or not, guys, we still make mistakes sometimes. You know, sometimes you know, I make assumptions that somebody might know something that they don't know. You can use a step ladder wrong. You know,
Yeah, well, I'm sure a lot. I mean,
so a step ladder folds out, right?
Yeah.
If you have that step ladder folded up and you lean it against the wall, you're using it wrong.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
It's
So many
designed
can't
to
do
be
that.
open.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Yes.
how many times have I leaned a step ladder up
Yes.
against something?
Exactly.
Just
And
'cause
we have
one,
had
it's
guys,
easy.
Shane. We
And
have
I'm
had
like,
guys.
instead of opening it and shutting it and taking
Yeah.
those steps,
Yeah.
let me just lean it quick and climb up here.
Yes.
Right. We have had guys that'll set a step ladder up on a porch roof
Uh-huh.
to reach soffit or something, and
Yeah.
you know that's dangerous, man.
It is
It's
dangerous.
dangerous. The thing can
Very
slide,
dangerous.
can slide out.
Yeah, it's
you know,
not
it tips
designed.
backwards. It's
Yeah.
not designed to do that.
Well, you're making 6 feet like 60 feet right now, right? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, because you think about it, I think if I can reach, I'm fine.
Right.
But not really.
No.
Because you're not going to land the way you think you are, and that's
No.
the key, what you said.
Yeah.
Tamara, good to see you. I appreciate everyone. Paul, thanks for sharing
thanks
this
for tuning in,
in
guys.
town.
Paul, Tamara.
Be social. We appreciate and love you all. Without you watching, we wouldn't be here and sharing this.
Right.
They're in 4 states. They're in Virginia. They're in Maryland. They're in
Delaware.
We're waiting to you,
Delaware
Tamara.
and Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
So, but safety is key, and you're right. Like, just the focus. I talk about that. You get distracted. That's traction.
Yeah.
You know, you want people to go home. You value your people.
That is
goes
my
back to
number
your
one
heartbeat.
priority. With my guys,
Yeah.
I don't care if we don't get anything productive done today. If my guys, actually, I got to pull that back. I do care if we're not productive.
Chucking a truck.
But I care more about my guys going home
Safety.
every day.
Absolutely.
Last thing I want to do is have to make a difficult phone call to someone's family.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Like I'm knock on wood, I've never had to do that. But that is, I think, because
Tamara.
we practice safety. Tamara, what's up?
Good to see you.
What's up, Tamara?
Tamara Topper, Mayers.
Mayers.
Good to see you.
Um,
Can you put your town in the comments, please? We love you all. God bless you all.
So
Someone needs a
hopefully-
roof.
Good to see you, Paul.
Yeah, so hopefully, you know, just the couple little nuggets that we're going to share with you guys today.
Safety, safety,
you know,
safety.
Hopefully, you guys take it in, and you know,
Yeah.
if you're changing a light bulb at your house, or you know, you're putting Christmas lights up,
Yeah.
you know, be safe about it.
Absolutely.
You know, there's good ways and there's bad ways to use ladders. Something that's
My
so
wife has
happening.
that 2-step thing, so I guess you're not even allowed to get up on that.
What's
You ever
that?
see those ones that just
Yeah.
open their 2 steps? That's
Yeah.
what we have with
As
like
long
a
as
guard.
it's-
as long as
It
she's
has
not-
a guarded rail in
Yeah,
front
and
of it.
Yeah,
as long as she's not standing on the
open.
very top of it.
Taylor, good to
Here's a
say,
picture
good to
of
see
a
you.
ladder.
Yeah.
that are tied off there.
Taylor, good to see you. Taylor Mayers, good
Yeah,
to
that's
see
a
you.
good one. That's a
Yeah.
good one.
Wow. So
So in this picture here.
Yeah, when I was growing up, that's all we had. Those are called roof jacks. We didn't have ropes and harnesses.
So
back
what did
then.
you
They
do?
may have had them, but what the issue wasn't pushed as much.
Yeah.
We would climb up the roof and we would put roof jacks on.
So was your ladder the thing? Like your hammer had to hit that to help hold you, or like your hands, or how? Like
No, we'd have to install these with a hammer and nail that's nailed up underneath the shingles, and then we put the 2x4, typically a 2x4, but that looks like a 2x6. So if we would go to slide off, or if materials would slide off, that would catch us.
Yeah, it catches you, and it's not even just about the guys falling off the roof either.
Lisa,
who
good
wants
to see
a
ya.
60-pound bundle of shingles falling off the roof and hitting them?
Absolutely.
I mean, that's deadly right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Hi, Jocelyn.
basically, what this guy's got going on here, he has his rope that's tied off up here to a safety anchor.
Yeah.
This is a shock absorbing rope right here. So if he falls,
Yeah.
that thing is designed to fray and absorb his shock.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
so there's a patch on it that is designed to tear, and it takes some of the jerk out of the fall, so you're not breaking your back or anything.
Yeah.
Wow.
And nowadays, his harness doesn't have it, but nowadays they have these cool little pouches that attach to your legs here that have ropes that you can unzip, and you can fold these ropes out so you can stand on them to alleviate some of the pressure off your legs if you're hanging there.
Wow.
So just something as simple as that. I mean, there's so much that goes into it, just to maintain everyone's safety. The ladder's 4 rungs above. There's 3 exposed rungs above the roof line.
Okay,
here.
so right there, you go.
And it's tied off. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. I'm
Yeah.
kind of in the way.
Yeah.
And it's
Okay,
tied
yeah.
off to the roof.
Mm-hmm.
So this guy's practicing safety.
Keeping the surface.
Everything
area
here
clean.
is to the book.
Yeah.
This
Yep.
is good.
Here's a picture of our guys.
Yes. Here's a
They're
picture
tied
of
off.
our guys that are tied off,
We're tearing the roof off.
doing their job.
And most people, when they're remodeling and stuff like that, safety.
Thanks for sharing
The safety issue isn't pushed as much, but we try to
Hi, Tammy.
force and push our guys, to
Yeah.
remember, safety first.
Yeah,
safety
and
first.
the reason that we actually picked this picture is because this was a coaching moment for our guys. This was one of the issues that came up. So when you first pop on this job site,
Browning's good.
you look up here and you see everyone's safe, right?
Yeah.
But the first thing that I see is a ladder that's not extended past where it
Wow.
needs to be.
Yeah.
So this
I
is a
didn't
coaching
even see
moment.
that.
You know what I mean? This was a coaching moment for the guys.
Yeah.
Wow.
Something as simple as that,
Right.
If this ladder isn't tied off, it wasn't tied off too. So
Yeah.
if they would slide down this roof, that ladder's not going to stop.
Now, what I see is,
So-
can you put if they wanted shutters on there? Could you put them on for them?
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, so
Absolutely.
if this is you and you're this homeowner,
Yeah.
and you want shutters to give you character,
Yeah.
boom.
Yeah.
Can you give them windows with grids on the top and not on the bottom? I've seen that.
Yep.
Yes.
Boom. Okay, so
Yeah.
that's what I see.
Right.
If they want to change the color and have some more texture on that house, can you give them different color?
Yes.
Boom. So I
Absolutely.
know we're getting off of safety. Get back to
Yep.
safety.
Yep.
Appreciate y'all.
That's okay.
God bless y'all. Thanks for everything. Thanks for all the shares. So if you have a small job or big job, they come out and they give you a free analysis at the end of the day. So they're going to look at your roof. They're going to look at your windows, your doors. You guys.
Yeah.
There's no job too small. That's what I love about them. So you want one door looked at. You want the gutters looked at. They do the gutters. They do the roof. They do the fascia. They do the siding, the shingles. And then they do the landscaping with Horizon Lawn LLC. I have to shout them out
man.
between the safety stuff. So, wow. So this is part of the safety. What do we got here?
Yeah. So this right here, this is that shock absorbing lanyard that I was saying that hooks up to his harness. So if this guy were to fall, this lanyard is going to absorb the shock and save his life.
Yep.
But with that said, I mean you shouldn't leave enough rope exposed.
No.
These things have adjustable grips on them. So you can only go as far as you allow it to go, basically.
Exactly.
And that's where training goes. Like you're trained
Absolutely.
how to do
Yeah.
all this, right?
Yeah.
You just
Yeah.
don't go up there.
No.
Like you guys get trained, and that's
Yeah.
part of your process
Yeah.
to be where you are today. Is your training.
We actually have a safety manager that comes into our shop 2-3 times a year. His name is Fred. He has been educated in just about every aspect when it comes to safety. It doesn't matter if it's general construction safety,
Victor, what's going
scaffolding
on, buddy?
setup, fall protection, chemicals. I mean, this guy just knows it all. He's a third
What
party
to
that
wear,
comes in.
what not to wear, how many people
exactly.
need to be on the
Protective
job.
clothing, from safety glasses to hard hats to boots to
No
pants,
matter
to
what
long
time of year it
sleeves.
is, there's certain things you need.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, you work with chemicals based on the products you use. Like, I mean, if you ever cleaned your gutters and you didn't have something on, you get this terrible from the shingles.
Yeah.
I didn't know there's
Yeah,
insulation in it or
there's
Well,
something.
see, there used to be
I didn't know.
fiberglass
Yeah.
in the shingles. More so
Hey,
than-
Taylor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love y'all. But you don't know this stuff, right? So I'd be like, babe, I'm getting this rash. And then it's my hands. And she goes, wait, look, it says in the thing, there's insulation. I said, that must be what it is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know it. So then I'm like, let me not be lazy, safety, and wear the gloves.
Yeah. And
Like, because
obviously-
lazy and safety go together, but at the end of the day, you have a culture. 9% of people are in the trades. We need more. Appreciate you all. Love you all. Thanks for sharing this. I just love working with you guys.
Yeah.
These
Yeah,
guys are
we enjoy
awesome,
it too.
and gals, right?
Yeah.
First of all, in front of every man here is an amazing woman, and so that's
Absolutely.
amazing, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So that's just inspiring. And then women in the trades, you guys are no problem with that. Not
No.
just sales, but if they
No.
want to get on the ladder,
Yeah.
right? If they want to use the equipment, if they want to drive the
Yeah.
truck, if they want to change the oil, if they want to be the inspector,
Yeah.
right? Come on.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
dude. There, honestly, Shane. There's a crew of ours, a subcontractor, siding crew that actually has a girl that runs the brake.
Yeah.
She bends the metal for him, and the
Yeah.
guys install it. So,
Nice.
I mean, there's room for anyone. If you want to learn
Yeah.
and you're hungry, you got general construction knowledge. And basically, if you know how to read a tape measure, man, I can train you in anything.
And don't be afraid of heights. Like, that's one thing is you can't be afraid of
That
heights.
is a big one.
Yeah, that's
That's
a
a big
big
one.
plus. If you want to come in and fill out an application, first
And-
make sure you're not afraid of heights, because everything that we do, whether it be from windows to gutters to roofing or siding, everything requires being up at least 24 feet in the air, and sometimes 40, sometimes 60
Yeah.
feet in the air. So, if you're afraid of heights, maybe this isn't for you. But there's other
There's
trades
other,
out
you
there.
could be in sales.
Yeah. Well, and you can be in sales. You can get into be an estimator. There's secretaries, but
You can
with
work
other
on
trades-
equipment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
with other trades,
absolutely.
yeah, work on the equipment. I mean, but with other trades, there's plumbers, there's HVAC, there's
Jenny, good to
there's
see
a
you.
high demand for welders right now.
Yeah.
So not
Anything in the
just
trades,
roofing.
period.
Yeah,
I mean,
anything. Yeah, definitely. Angie, good to see you.
yeah.
We
what's going on,
appreciate
everyone?
y'all. So how can people get a hold of you? I know we're going back to safety.
Well,
3,
good to see you,
2,
brother. Thanks for
1.
checking
Gutter.
out.
Get
Gutter
it? Get it? Gutter.
Yeah.
Done. So
Gutterdone.com.
it's 3, 2, 1. GUTTER.
Yep.
DONE. Done.
That's
3,
right.
2, 1. Gutter done. Get it? Ha ha.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
You
and
can-
then
yeah, you
check
can
out
come
their
out to the shop.
website.com.
Mhm.
Mackenzie, good to see
if
you.
you want to come out and have a conversation with someone about getting a job, or if you need some work done,
Mhm.
you can stop out at the shop. It's 1550 East Canal Road.
Yes.
You can call my cell phone, 717-916-0732. You can reach out to me, Chris at 321gutterdone.com. Keith Troop, what's up, man?
Good
Good to
brother.
see you, Keith. Good to see you, Mackenzie, Tamara,
But,
Bonnie. Love
yeah,
you all.
so if there's anyone down their luck, or they need a job, if
Yeah.
your alarm clock goes off in the morning and you're trying to think of ways that you can not go to work, you're not doing what you love.
They built gazebos, and then you guys all shared it, and then God auctioned them off through all of the faith that everyone has, and that was amazing.
Yeah,
real
man.
quick, what you gave to in the process of making sure that the two groups that get those Barkitecture, which is Workforce Now, which is
Yeah.
putting people, and then Harvest Transitional Living.
Yeah.
Like, we're all on the comeback, man.
Yeah,
That's
man.
what I love.
Yeah.
And you guys are great with the comeback.
Yeah.
Right, so that's huge. Like,
yeah.
support companies that are out there that are putting on good quality products. They're in their community. They're on the Facebook of the future. Take the old methods of working hard for Adonis Day's pay and with the new. Altavis, thank you. Look, real quick, shout out for having me on the World Summit today. Appreciate you all. God bless you all. Thank you so much. We appreciate this community. If you're in Maryland, Delaware, Virginia, Pennsylvania, and you got a leak and it's coming from your roof, call TC Backer. Check them out. This
Yeah,
is
man.
a fun, innovative,
Yeah.
forward-thinking company,
Yeah.
and they're doing great work, and they're
Absolutely.
showing you safety. We're talking safety tonight. We're going to talk about the home shows, and I'll let you get back on track with safety. We love safety.
Okay. No problem.
We love y'all. Share this, please.
Yeah.
Is there an announcement? Yeah, that's right. I forgot about the announcement.
Yeah.
We want to hear about that later. We've been waiting.
Well, we're gonna put that on the back burner for now.
It's going on the back burner.
Yeah,
That's fine,
it's
but
going on the back burner.
but
Well,
so-
there are plans in
there's something
in
going
the
on.
works here, but there's some fine details that we got.
There's some moving parts, and we don't want to open our mouth and get
Yeah.
anything messed
So
up.
it's best that we just keep our mouth.
Yeah, well,
shut.
that's cool. So they're just going to continue their giving.
Yeah.
They're trying to trump it by doing deeper, bigger things. The
And
more
that's
you
some of the
give, the
problem.
more
That's
you know.
not the problem, but some of it is we want to make sure we do this thing right.
Right, exactly.
Yes.
Measure
You know,
twice. You talk about
Yes.
this.
We jammed down these gazebos and we pulled it off.
Yeah, but-
and thank the Lord and,
Just
and
want to make sure
everyone
the
that helps us get
platform
rid of those things.
is laid
Yeah.
out.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah, so
It's literally so big.
Jason.
You guys are going to understand when we do spill the beans on what's going on.
Spill the beans.
yeah.
This thing is so big that we just have to make sure that we have all the moving parts worked out.
Yeah.
And all parties involved are on the same page.
And the
before
process is thought out.
Yeah.
we just go
Yeah.
spewing what we're going to be doing here.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
we're thinking more long term with this thing too. Like
Yeah.
so it's a
Belmont
permanent.
Bean Company.
So it can remain permanent.
Yes.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So there's
Yeah.
a lot that goes into that because forever.
Belmont Bean Co.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
when we do this, we don't want this just to affect someone's life for 6 months.
For
or 12
show,
months.
you want
Yeah,
lifestyle
man,
change. You want
this-
impact.
You're right.
Right.
Lifestyle change.
So it's a big deal.
Yes.
Like it kind of goes back to this. Whoop whoop. Yeah, exactly. But here's what it comes back to. There's a reason and I'll tell you what it is real quick, that most people that win the lottery don't keep it. It's the mindset has to be right.
Yeah.
So if you give someone $100, you give someone that worked hard for a long time, they're probably going to invest $100. Someone that never had $100, we're going to the club for one night.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying everyone's going to do it, but I'm just saying that kind of thing, right? That flavor where you want to make sure that impact keeps rippling,
Yeah.
right? When you plant a
Absolutely.
seed, that it grows, because a seed's got to be in the right soil to
Yes.
grow.
Yes.
You put a palm tree in Antarctica, it just don't grow.
Yeah, just
Wrong.
not gonna work.
Right.
So we appreciate y'all. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for starting watch parties.
Yeah.
Like that just shows that you love with the energy. You might not even know us. You might have just met us, but the energy is authentic, and we love you, and we love the
Yeah.
human race. Titles are different, jobs are different, the town might be different, the continent, but
Yeah.
listen, the human race is the same.
That's right.
And we're all going through something. And when we can raise each other up in an authentic way of not expecting anything back, but just to say, I got something left in my tank, and if you're a little bit empty, you can have a little of mine.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
And that's what we do here at the end of the day. And then there's education going on. There's information going on, which is stuff I didn't know. Like my house is a key of contractor nightmares. I'm not going to point anyone out, but it's true.
Yeah.
You can look at it.
Yeah.
I'm not ashamed, right? I'm an authentic guy.
You're
I
doing
made
your
work
little gutter
mistakes,
pieces.
right?
Your little gutter
Oh,
pieces.
my little gutter pieces. And then my repatch job that didn't even work, right? Like
Yeah.
I got the right gutters with the wrong installers.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I show them, right? Now they're big lakes
Yeah.
on my
Giovanni,
roof,
what's up,
right?
brother?
So
It's all good, buddy.
but what's nice is when people come on here, we can share. I'm not the only one. I know that now.
No.
Yeah.
No,
So,
you're definitely
but
not
if you
going
want to
anywhere.
get it right, you just got to keep going, right? Because you can't keep the money, but you can make your house safer,
Yeah.
right? Because you pay all that money for a mortgage, and so yeah, you might have made a mistake on it, but if you work so hard for your family, then why not get it right? If
Yeah.
you've had that shed and you got the shed, but the roof don't match and your house looks a certain way and you're 40 feet, you know, whatever, and you're like, I want it a certain way. No different than someone wants their Harley a certain way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or a car a certain way.
Yeah.
It's your house, it's your shed, it's your
Absolutely.
gazebo. Would you re-roof a gazebo?
Yeah, man.
How many gazebos out there don't have your roof?
A lot.
Right? How many don't have DMX shingles?
HDZ.
A lot.
Right?
Probably
I
none
don't
of
think
them.
there's any gazebos
Not
out there
yet.
that have
So-
DMX
Yeah.
shingles.
So someone might have had it built well, but they didn't have the roof on it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
So maybe they don't have a cupola. Maybe they're like,
Yeah.
hey, can you guys put the cupola on? I like the roof. Have you do it? And then they're testing you out, and you guys are like, yo,
Yeah.
we'll come out.
We'll put a new
Boom.
roof on your she shed too, Taylor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do. Look at the previous videos. They do metal roof. They do different colored, right? There's a lot of choice.
Yeah.
You have more choices today in the say on the color of your house, from the chimney to, they don't do the chimney, but from the chimney to the curb. You do the flashing around the
Yeah.
that's a
Yeah.
hard thing.
Yeah, and that's honestly that's a major leak point.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of times people get new roofs put on old houses, and you know the roofer might not be experienced in metalworking,
They'll say they
and
don't
they
want
just
to touch it.
reuse
That's what they
the
told me.
flashing. You know what I mean? And that's
Yes.
you can do that. You can reuse the flashing,
Yeah.
but you have to doctor it up a little bit. You have to do it a certain way.
Yeah.
Buddy, good to see you.
But see, that might be the difference between why someone's more expensive than someone else.
Absolutely.
That's why you should ask questions.
Yeah.
Are you redoing the flashing around my chimney? Are you installing new pipe boots around our vents? And are you putting new bath vents in? Like, ask those questions. Because
Yeah.
just because you see someone that, you know, one of their estimates might be more expensive than the other guy, well, a lot of times you get what you pay for. You know,
Right.
you'll get a guy that doesn't carry a brake on their truck. That's one thing I couldn't understand when I see other roofing companies. How do they not have a brake on their truck?
Right.
You know what I mean? If they can't bend metal and don't know how to bend metal, then who's going to do it then? Because that's a part, the flashing's a part of installing a roof.
I don't know if I would say
Well,
it's the most important, but it's up there, man.
Yeah.
It's up there. If your flashing isn't right, your roof's gonna leak.
Absolutely.
Well, see, I had a roofer that came
any
out.
person could go up and bang
Yeah.
shingles on.
Yeah.
Message them.
What separates the boys from the men is the flashing and your metal work. And we used to say that when it comes to siding, anybody can install siding, but it's the metal work that separates the boys
Hi,
from the men.
Kimberly.
Right.
You know, and the same thing with roofing. You know, the same exact thing.
Hi,
with roofing.
Tamara.
You know, I've
Yeah.
seen some pretty shatty.
Well, my
Yeah,
roofer, when they
flashing
did it,
around
I'm not gonna
chimneys
point it
and
out.
stuff.
They were like, they didn't do it, and I didn't find out till afterwards. I did a lot of assuming.
Yeah.
Right? When I got my gutters done, they came out and there's 18 million pieces, and I was like, wait a second, whoa. Like, that's not what I agreed on. No, we agreed on a price, and they got the parts to fit it.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Yeah.
like, oh, dude,
Right.
you got to stop with this trying to get the best price. Right? Like,
Yeah.
so you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
And so now you can see we pay for higher quality.
Yeah.
Right? Like the people that plastered this instead of drywall. Or this studio is plaster, it's not drywall.
Right.
Because you get what you pay for.
Mhm.
Right?
Absolutely.
So all I'm saying is, right, like these Apple TVs are a little bit more to have in these TVs, but we don't have a separate component that could break.
Right.
So
Right.
you know that. So, but that's true. But it's great that you guys are teaching this stuff because I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Like I wouldn't have had you do my roof if you weren't going to do that. They go together to me.
Exactly.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Homeowners don't like these separate components.
No.
They want to put them all under one name if they love you and they took all the hard work to get to that point. They want to know everything you do, and a lot of times they might not realize all you do.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. There's a lot that goes into it, man. You know, you can't, like you said, anyone can go up and just slap shingles on a roof.
I mean, your landscaping company's not going to hit the gutters. They're not going to hit like you think it's nothing. I've done with real estate for a long time. So people doing the maintenance, if they're connected to the people that put the roof on and the gutters, and they're together, they're together.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Do you think I didn't have many chopped up and no problem and found out later that someone just cut one of them or one of those hoses out or didn't do it? Those are little things. That's why you guys are where you are and you're growing like you are.
Yeah.
The
Exactly.
little things make a difference.
It does.
Yeah, they do.
You know, the
little
difference
things go
between
a
an
long
A
way,
and a C
man.
is 11%. When I went to school, if you got a 79, you got a C. If you got a 90, you got an A. That's 11%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huge difference.
It is.
Absolutely.
In the
Yeah.
little thing. And you all do the, and I think you don't even realize because you're so focused that your 11% is huge. That's where you put, like you do that all, but at the 11% you never let it slip.
Right.
Those
Right.
details.
Exactly.
The right equipment.
Yeah.
Having the material. Not having to leave the job 80
Yeah.
times. Getting it done in a timely fashion. Explaining the process. Telling them to get 3 estimates. Having a service crew.
Yeah.
Being available.
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Yes.
I
Absolutely.
mean, that's huge.
Well, the service plays a big part. You know, Ty, when I first started here, Ty told me, and it stayed in my head, you know, people appreciate that you show up on time to do a job.
Oh.
You know, they appreciate you doing that. But what really sticks out in someone's head is, you know, when I call you and I have a problem with what you did, how fast are you going to respond to that service work?
Not
You
only
know,
that,
if
but
I have a leak,
you don't
if I
get
have a piece
offended
of
and hang up on me,
Yeah,
right? Like,
yeah,
no,
absolutely, man. That,
you guys
that
are way
stuff-
above.
That stuff is so important, man.
Yeah.
It's so important. The quick response times, you know, the not making someone feel stupid for
And they
calling
want
because
the
they have one
feedback.
shingle blown off.
They
you know what I mean?
authentically want the feedback. If the process broke down, they're not chopping heads. They're just figuring out how they can make it better.
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
better.
Absolutely.
Right.
And that's huge. Feedback to a company that's doing the right thing
Yeah.
is making it better, and they're not going to be better.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I just made a shift in a service company. I'm not even going to say who they are. But I told you the story. One of their service team said, you can service this forever. And I was like, oh, okay. and the shift was made today. In between running around and I'm busy.
Yeah.
Right.
And they'll know it one day.
Yeah.
Because now I know the salespeople aren't important, the service people. I mean, they are. I'm not taking it away. Because yours is. But a lot of salespeople will promise you one thing and they don't deliver it because they don't have the backbone in the company.
Right.
You guys have backbone.
Yeah. Well, I mean, everyone's
And
busy.
that's
man.
huge.
Absolutely.
Everyone's busy.
Yeah.
But, you know,
And you're salespeople. I'm not saying it to you guys.
it takes a couple minutes to respond to somebody. It takes a couple minutes to, you know, shoot a text or shoot an email.
Well, that deflates
Everyone's
the balloon.
busy,
You don't
man.
have to have the answer ratified there. Like,
Right.
I'll tell clients, look, if it's an emergency, and I'm not being funny, you know it's not one, but if it's not, like, you got to realize, like, I'm here to take your call
Yeah.
so that you know we're not ditching you.
Yeah.
But, like, there's a process for some of these things. And I'm here to let you know, we'll get you through the process and you
Yeah.
can call me.
Right.
But, like, I'm answering the phone because you're important.
Yeah.
And that's what you all do.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
that's huge to people.
Yeah.
Because if something's not right, you're there to get it right.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have warranties if things were built right.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They wouldn't
absolutely.
have them.
That's right.
So, and your DMX shingles, real quick, getting back to safety, they have a win rating, and win has really changed a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Yeah,
Jake.
if
Good to see
you, I'm
everyone.
glad you brought that up. If you use the four-part system with the new Hdz Shingles by GAF,
The nailing pattern's this big.
Yeah.
not
Right.
quite that big,
Yeah.
but it's pretty big.
Yeah. It seems
Um,
like it, too.
If we install fences,
Call them.
I don't know, man.
The landscapers.
I don't know. I think the landscapers can probably handle that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yes. So I'll just answer you. I won't give you a link, Jacob, but yes. Reach out to us, 321gutterdone.com. Our landscaping team can come out and check it out and
Yeah.
see what's up. But HDZ shingles. So the nailing pattern on those things are 1.5 inches compared to
You showed it in
what,
the
maybe
photo.
maybe 3/4 of an inch.
Yeah.
It was
on-
this
Yeah.
on
tiny
the other
Almost
ones.
as wide
to
as
like
the
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like legit.
Yeah.
Like it's a legitimate from this to like that. Like
Yeah.
it's a nice flow. It's like a
you
nice,
have to pretty much try to miss a nail on
And
this.
why does missing matter? Like
Missing
for someone
matters
else,
because-
wow, is it a pride thing? You missed, big deal.
No. I mean that too, but the
But
more
for the
important
homeowner.
the more important part is if you don't nail a shingle where it's supposed to be nailed, your shingle can delaminate. It can blow off.
And what does it mean if it's delaminated?
If it
not
delaminates,
sticky?
so an architectural shingle is made up of 2 layers that they adhere together to give it that 3-dimensional look. If you don't nail it right, those layers can come apart and your shingles will actually slide down and your roof will be exposed to moisture.
Yeah.
So if someone sees 1 or 2 singles that we've all seen the roof where they're just not laying right, and they're like, I'm not having someone, they're gonna try to sell me a whole new roof. What you're saying is now's the time to get it looked at. You can
Absolutely.
You might be able to get a repair
Absolutely.
job.
Yeah.
And most likely you will, and they'll look at it, but it's best to get it looked at because when that thing gets ugly, it's really bad. Then you're
Yeah.
replacing huge whole boards, right?
Yeah, or internal damage.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
you could have water that comes in, and then now you got to replace drywall.
Yeah. A
You know,
lot of people
insulation.
don't even realize that they have storm damage on their roof. You
Right.
know, and think, oh man, I can't afford my roof.
But with a lot of these roofs now, that you can't see those tops.
No, and if you
When-
have storm damage, you can contact your insurance company and you can get a roof for the cost
Yeah.
of your deductible. And a lot of people
Roof is
don't
on
even know
fire,
that.
yeah.
And that's what we provide to someone. We can deal with the insurance company for them. They don't even have to deal with the hassle of it. You know, and you could go for months without even knowing you have storm damage until a leak shows up.
Yeah.
You
A lot
know?
of times, if you're waiting to see sign inside your house, it's already too late.
Yeah,
I
by
mean,
that
you
time,
got damage. Your house is susceptible to mold, and no one wants black mold in your house.
Well, I had a
That's really
damning of a roof when I saw it, like when I got mine done when I bought my house 10 years ago. And we'll talk about the length of shingles so people know just because you have architectural doesn't mean your roof is good either.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
Absolutely.
now
So-
people are assuming that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're replacing those now. The life on
Right.
those have been
Yeah.
passed.
Yeah.
So and people don't understand that. So
Yeah.
so when we talk safety, can we talk a little bit about that? How would they know? Should they have mold? Sean, good to see you, man. Appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Please
you.
share this video out, guys.
But if someone lives in the woods and they got trees hanging over because they love trees, is there a price to a shorter roof like that?
Well,
Does the natural growth, because I see houses, I go to a lot of houses for my insurance job, and I'll see mildew and mold growing on there. Is that okay?
Well, a lot of times when you have moss growing on
moss,
shingles,
yeah.
that's a sign of moisture. So you definitely, I don't want to say that your roof is guaranteed to
Buddy,
not be
good
good.
to see you.
Yeah.
But one of the first things that, like, if I go up and I evaluate a roof, and I see mold somewhere, that's going to be one of my first spots that I focus. I want to make sure there's not moisture getting underneath the shingles.
Right.
Plywood isn't saturated. One of the bad things about how roofs that are covered with trees that don't get much sunlight. You know, if you have a fresh install and the sun isn't beating on your roof, it's harder for the shingles to seal because technically you need.
Oh, I didn't even know about that.
Yeah,
you guys
need
talked
three
about that.
3 70-degree days in a row for a shingle to fully adhere.
Water, I drink water.
So, and that's big, man. You know, the shingles will adhere
Because they're
but
built
they're
to
not
have
gonna
that
fully
happen.
adhere.
That's part of the process. Is
Right.
that for that.
There's a
the
glue strip on
technology behind things today. If you have a 40, a couple 40-degree days, your shingles will start to seal at that point in time. So the myth of like you can't install shingles in the winter.
Hi, Jason. Jason's a roofer in Alabama.
That's what that is. That's a myth.
Yes,
Okay.
You know what I
absolutely.
mean? We install shingles all year round. A lot of it depends upon the nailing pattern, how many nails you're sticking in the shingle, and what brand of shingle you're using.
Yeah.
So that all
We were talking-
matters.
we were talking about warranties on shingles.
What are
yes.
the nails made of for roofs? Like you,
Galvanized.
and why they're not steel. So if you had some leftover nails, I mean, there's people out there that had shingles and they're wondering why there's a problem or they have streaks or something happen. Galvanized nails are made for that.
Yes. Yeah.
Why? Because they don't erode, they don't
Yeah.
corrode.
They
Right.
don't erode.
All right.
Christy,
Yeah.
what's up? How you doing?
Hi,
Thanks for tuning in.
Serena. Good to see you. Appreciate you all.
So the Hdz shingles,
Yeah.
I want to jump
The
back on
wind
that.
rating.
Yes, that's a new product that GAF just came out with.
And
we're
they're
gonna
really
get-
thick.
Yes.
So is there a press, a laminate process? That
They're
makes
actually
those-
mechanically fastened.
Yep.
And so if you use the GAF 4-part system, meaning you use 4 components that GAF provides, the Pro Starters, the felt paper, the caps, ridge vent, and the shingles,
Yeah.
you know, that's going to give you a lifetime warranty.
Hi, Serena. Hi, Dina.
And it's unlimited wind rating. So
Yeah.
there is no amount of wind that will
Dave, thank you.
basically leave you,
Right.
unwarranted. You
Yeah.
know, they'll cover the labor and the materials at
Yeah.
the same time.
Over by Regents Glen, they have high wind. We have high wind here, and we have a lot of mountains in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't think it, but we have huge wind coming up here.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
Regents Glen, you guys have to go over there with calls
Oh, yeah.
because the wind that comes up over there.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
you might be prone to different elements, and they know what type of elements that your house is prone to, and there's different
Yeah.
shingles for that element, right?
Yeah.
So there might be certain applications where you might recommend a metal roof. You do metal roofs. I know we
Yeah.
don't ever talk
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
that, but they look. I noticed that when we're at the show, you can get different colors now, and the colors are true through because of the way the process now, and you can get black gutters,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
So
Yeah.
how
You can
cool
get
is
all
that?
different kinds of
So what are
colors, man.
typical places besides log homes? They typically have metal roofs. Why is that?
Well, they last longer, man.
Yeah.
They're more durable. They last longer.
Do they all make that
log
ding-a-ling-a-ling
homes
roof?
are more country, and so is a metal roof. But
Yeah.
metal roof, I mean, there's different styles of metal roofing too. There's
There is?
firewood, there's
They're
standing seam.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's all different kinds. Of,
Thanks,
you know,
Rock. I appreciate you,
And
bro.
then there's
Thanks for tuning in,
also
man.
life expectancy on the paints too. So you can buy a less expensive metal roof that the paint warranty isn't as good as some of them. But again, like a forest green metal roof on a log cabin home, that's just what
You always see in the pictures.
yeah, that's
right?
just
Yeah.
what you see in the picture. That's why. Now there are some log homes out there that you do install shingles on, but you don't have to have a log home to install a metal roof on either. A lot of people are going that direction because again, energy efficiency.
Yeah.
One and done, pretty much. You know what I mean? You put a
Okay.
metal roof on unless
Yeah.
a tree or a truck drives through your home.
So the product
Yeah.
is great and the installation is just as great, but they're 2 equal parts, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So the product is equally as important as the company that's going to install it, right? Like I
Yes.
think that's important for people to take home. That it's important to find a company, ask the questions, get 3 estimates. Safety's a big thing. I'm glad. I want to get back to safety.
Yeah.
If you want, we can.
Safety's
go touch
super
on that.
important, man.
Yeah.
How do you
Safety's
find out
super
about all the
important.
safety stuff? How does the safety guy? Who sends them to you? How'd you find them?
I met
So
him
if
through
someone else is out there and they want to get a safe
I
company.
met him through someone we do work for.
Okay.
I saw that he did a great job for them, and this company is much bigger than we are, and he accommodated them very well. I had a conversation with him. He said he would be more than happy. He actually revamped our whole entire safety program. Like, he gave us a safety program.
Yeah.
Guidelines that we need to
And
follow.
what did you notice? If someone's like out there, oh, it's cool to say, but did you notice? Can you notice what you noticed about the safety? I mean, people were safer, you know, but was it a better environment? People felt better about it? Like, did they feel more?
I think what I found out is how much people don't know about safety until Fred came
Yeah.
to visit
How much
us.
you assume?
Yeah, we assume.
I mean,
that
I thought
people-
6 feet. Like, come on, really? Like, and then I'm like, wow, like, yeah, 6 feet, right?
Yeah.
And here's the thing: you said you're doing something in those feet,
Yeah.
so you're definitely going to land in an awkward way.
Absolutely, man.
And it talks
Absolutely.
about just like riding a bike. If you're a couple miles and you hit your head just from falling, you can that can be it, head injury. So
Yeah.
of course 6 feet, that's more than you think. So the education is important.
Right.
Absolutely.
Wow.
That's
Right.
huge, especially when it comes to safety. Education is big because we can't go out and expect, someone to know the things that they're supposed to know. Because years ago, I caught myself, going out on a job site, yelling at the guys like, hey, your ladder's not up high enough, you're not tied off right, or, your ladder's supposed to be tied off, or your pump jack, so
Oh,
anything
how would
over
I know? No one
24
told me.
feet, you gotta have another pole brace at
Yeah.
the bottom. Well, what I found out was they didn't know
Zach,
that.
Frank,
Right.
They had no idea.
Lisa.
They looked at me like it was like I was speaking a foreign language. Until we started to educate our guys, then they don't have an
Channing.
excuse.
Yeah.
There's
Right.
no excuse now that
But
we
you
gave
make
the
it so
proper
they
training.
understand why you want them
Yes.
to come home. You want them to be there another day. You're
Yes.
building a culture.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're not replaceable.
That's the important part,
Right.
man.
Like
Everyone's got
at
to
the
go
end
home.
of the day, on top of it all,
Mhm.
the brand is all about the circle, right?
Yeah.
And you come here and there's shingles, but we need people that care about putting them up.
Yeah.
And have a
Right.
family. Someone
Right.
cares about you.
Right.
Right. And to have a better living and a career, not just a job. You have to go to the next level in everything, and that's what
Yeah.
the company does.
Right. In being a roofer, especially on a new construction site, the roofers set the tempo of the whole entire job site. When you first pull
Jump in the
into
truck high.
a job site, the first thing you see is somebody up on a roof. If we don't have our hard hats on and our fall protection on, the next guy, let's say the electrician comes rolling.
Hi, Taylor.
Well, he looks up he looks up onto the roof, sees someone up there that doesn't have a hard hat on. So then he's not
Hi,
going to jump
Tamara.
out of his truck and put his hard hat on.
Oh,
So it's like
set
it's
the
always
standard.
it's our responsibility
Yeah.
to set the tempo of the job site.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
I
huge,
love it.
man. If someone rolls
It's
up
a
and
culture, right?
they're like, oh, it's this type of job site.
Mhm.
We don't have to
Yes,
wear a hard hat.
exactly. And I've been on those job sites. I've done it myself.
Absolutely.
I've pulled up to a job site, looked around, saw no one had a hard hat on, so I get out and don't put my hard hat on.
Yeah.
Well, here's the deal: when you go into a job site, the dad might be like, "Oh, no problem," but the mom's gonna be like, "Wow, I'm glad they care about their kids because I care about my kids." At the end of the day,
Yeah.
Yeah.
people are watching. Not everyone's talking,
Right.
and it's a culture.
Mm-hmm.
Like at the end of the day, if you're gonna do it, do it. If you say you're gonna do it, do it. Put in
Yeah.
the work.
Right.
Right? Because at the end, it does cost less in emotional ways, financial ways,
Yeah,
security
for sure.
ways, culture ways. Mackenzie, good to see you. So, but it's just called doing the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
right thing's the right thing.
It is.
You know,
Yeah.
you put your seatbelt on. It took a lot of people that didn't wear their seatbelt, right? Until people made it a thing.
Yeah.
And then you change the culture.
Yeah.
And then you understand, you tell people why the seatbelt is. Now people are like, okay. So then when you see a car accident with Ryan Newman, praying for Ryan Newman, he's alive because there was an accident that happened there that a driver didn't make it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And everyone knows that driver, right? But there was a driver that did make it because of
Safety.
change in safety.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Right? It's no different than us wearing seatbelts.
No. No.
Right?
Really.
Like when I was a kid, you could have 6 people in the front seat on top of laps.
Yeah.
But those days are done. Can you please share this out and invite some of your friends? We appreciate it.
Yeah.
So what else are we talking about here? Can we touch on the home show again?
Yeah, I want to briefly go over the Harrisburg Home Show one more time here. It's next Thursday.
Paul, good to see you.
Next Thursday to Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be all types of stuff to do there. It's definitely going to be the biggest home show that we're a part of.
Yes, for sure.
There's going to be a lot of good stuff there.
Yeah.
What are
Good
the hours?
contractors? Pop the hours up on here.
Mahal coming in from California. We love it. Appreciate
I
you.
don't know if anyone can see that.
We can increase it. I can if you want.
Yeah, so Thursday, if you guys can't read that, it's Thursday, noon to 8. Friday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Saturday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. And Sunday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. TC Backer is going to be in there, heavy all weekend.
Heavy.
Yeah, we're
coming in
have,
with the hammer, the nails, and the tool belt. Are you guys gonna have a
guy.
custom thing where people can come up and do a hammer competition?
I don't know.
Where they
We're
can come up.
gonna bring the race cars up to this.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
we're gonna have the race cars
cars.
in there.
How awesome! D. La Rock, Los Angeles, North Carolina. So, what are the race cars? There's 2 of them, right?
Yeah, we have a sprint car there, and we'll have a stock car there. They'll be all lettered up, logoed up, and they're pretty cool. They're beautiful cars. I know Ronnie Orwig, who owns the sprint car. I know those guys have put a lot of time and energy. His boy is the one that drives it, and I know this kid. He's been on the circuit now. I think this will be his 3rd season.
Wow!
And,
Congrats to you.
Yeah, like he's coming up the ranks.
Thanks,
there.
Dylan.
So it's been very exciting. Then Jim Rose, who owns the other car, Jim's been he's not a stranger to Victory Lane. I mean,
Nice.
that dude has brought more trophies to the shop than anyone else has. I mean, we have softball teams that bring a lot of trophies, but Jim,
I saw those when I was up there.
As far as race car driving and stuff, Jim is just an awesome driver. Him and his boys.
Yeah, they kill it.
Both his kids race too. He has a go-kart, his one boy. Ryan has a go-kart. He'll actually have his go-kart there that's got the TC Backer logo on it as well.
Nice,
So
nice.
yeah, it'll be cool. Check it out. Who doesn't like race cars and checking them out? And,
Yeah, we have a big space in this one.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be much bigger than any of our other shows.
Please share this.
And the event itself is just bigger than any of the other events.
Yes.
I know there's some people watching right now that have been out to the last couple shows that we've had.
Yeah.
Our space is going to be way bigger than our space normally is. Dave Rentz is going to be manning the booth.
Yep.
Nice.
So if you have any kind of questions, if you have any kind of concerns with your roof, with anything really, because there's multiple trades that are going to be out there. You could anything from bathrooms to kitchens.
Yeah.
There's probably going to be drywalling people, just general construction people, landscapers, hardscapers.
Yeah.
I'm probably not even touching half of the trades that are going to be out there. There's going to be a lot of people.
Yes.
So definitely stop out, check everyone out.
Yeah.
We're going to be pushing this one more time next week, Wednesday at 7. That's our new time. So mark your calendars.
Wednesdays at 7 behind the tool belt with
7
TC
alarms.
Backer.
We'll have a different topic each
Nathan
week.
Baker.
And
Come on,
we'll,
man.
not
Good to
sure
see
what
you.
next week's topic is going to be, but whatever
Percy.
it is, it'll be interesting.
Yes.
Yes.
And we're going to load up some more photos next time too. I don't think half of our photos came through on this.
Good to see you. Good to see you guys.
But we'll get some more photos. And
What's going on, Nathan? What's up, Percy?
good
Thanks
to
for
see you,
tuning in,
Nathan.
guys. Please share this video out. Like the page. Hit the little bell on the page to notify you when we go live.
Yeah.
Where your phone will let you know when we go live.
Shout out to York City School Police, Percy. I have your gift at that URL you got on the show, the insurance show. It's here. I'll either drop it off at the school, William Penn, or we'll get together. So how can they get a TC Backer T-shirt or get in the drawing for one of those T-shirts that are coming out shortly?
Well, take yourself a picture in front of either our Weatherbuster signs, our yard signs, or a billboard. Go out there and give it the old hustle muscle selfie, and tag us on our Facebook page or my personal Ty Cobb Backer personal page, or Chris Baker, Christopher Baker.
Yeah,
Facebook
you
page.
can, any one of us, get that hustle muscle in front of one of our logos.
Yeah.
Even if you see Shane running out
Yeah,
there,
well, I'll tag
See
everybody
Shane?
when I see it.
hop next to Shane and give a hustle muscle while he's out there running. I know
That's
there's
right.
a lot of people out there that see him out running. So
Yeah.
any one of those things, you'll be entered. You can win a T-shirt. So yeah.
Come out to the home show.
Yeah.
It's not this weekend, it's next weekend,
That's
right?
right.
Yes, next
Yeah.
weekend.
Yeah.
Oh,
Next weekend, Thursday to Sunday.
Jake Potter, good to see you. Thanks
Positive
everybody
teamwork.
for
That's right,
being
Rob.
here.
appreciate you guys for watching. You
Yeah,
guys are
thank you,
religious
guys.
watchers, and I appreciate you.
Share it out. We got a couple minutes yet. We're not rushing off. We got to make sure we clean up good. We got to make sure there's a couple more people get to feel the love.
Yeah.
So I want to go over a couple of things, but this is important. It's the Harrisburg Home Show.
Yeah.
Free parking for attendees. In case of overflow, guests will be shuttled to and from the event, off-site parking lots. Children under 12 or 12 and under are free. Seniors with ID are $8. It should just say gray hair. But anyway, they want your ID, so bring your ID. Military ID, $8. Adults, $10. That's 13 and older as an adult. Gosh, they don't do that for the IRS. Or any of the other responsibilities, but you need it to get in. And it's for a good cause, man. These functions have staff that get paid a little bit of money. They make it safe. They clean up. So please, this is a fun time.
Good to see you.
Jana, good to see you. So here's the hours. So it's Thursday, February 28th. Get your calendar out, take a pen, text yourself. You got to come see TC Backer. They're gonna have the live booth there. I'm gonna be there with them. We're gonna be on the road.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot. Yeah.
Thursday, the 27th.
Yeah.
Noon to 8. So we're going to do several shows. We usually do a show sometime towards the beginning and the end, and then we do a couple, we cut it up in the middle.
Yeah, man.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's every day there.
Yeah.
So that's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Basically, Thursday starts off noon to 8, Friday comes in 10 to 8, Saturday comes in 10 to 8, Sunday comes in 10 to 6.
Yep.
So, love to see you out there. It's at the Farm Show Complex in Harrisburg. Easy access.
Yeah.
It's close to everything. Come out, take the kids. You know, there's people in the trades that don't even know that they need to be in the trades because people have been telling them that they need to get a real job.
Yeah.
And it's not a real job, it's a real career.
It is a career. You know, we offer health insurance, paid vacations. We're working on some other things behind the scenes for our employees.
Yes.
It's just a good place to work. There's a good culture there. I know everyone works hard. Everyone helps each other out. We pick each other up.
We got a big family. We got a big family
Absolutely.
working there.
Absolutely.
You know, all of our guys would do anything for each other. We do anything for them.
Yep.
So if anyone out there wants to come check it out, wants to be a part of the team, wants to be a part of the family, I should say.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Stop out. I'll have a conversation with you.
Yeah.
Or you can reach out to me on my cell phone. It's 717-916-0732. I would love to have a conversation with anyone out there that, you know, maybe you don't even know if this is the right field for you. You know, if you want to just pick my brain and ask some questions, or you want to ride with a contractor for a day.
That's awesome.
You know,
Can you put the
check
TC
us
Backer
out.
page up?
Yep.
So yeah, that's cool. They're working on all these innovative things because
The wife's in the house. Hi, Steph. She says
Hi,
I'll never
Steph.
shout her out when she hops in.
Yes, I don't see on the screen. So if you friend me or like the page, I'll see you. I don't see everyone. So please make sure to shout her out, man. We love to shout everybody out.
Yeah, that's right, Jake. Roofing is recession proof. We work all year round.
That's key right there.
Yeah.
I've had people on here that said they haven't been laid off working 5 years as long as. So let's talk about that.
Yeah,
you guys are
when
year
we're
round
slow, dude. When we're slow, our guys are getting 50 hours.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's a slow week.
we pound right through recessions, man. That's a good point there,
Yep.
Jake. Pound right through recessions.
We pounded right through the first one.
You know, that's part of having your hands in all the different types of roofing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have your insurance, you have your new construction. We do work for investors. So one of those components are usually banging on all cylinders, and right now we're banging on all cylinders in all of them.
Yeah,
so
man, for sure.
We need guys in every kind of aspect,
Yeah.
from estimators to salespeople,
Oh, Jake,
general
that's my
laborers.
man.
I need chiefs. I need
Hi,
Indians.
honey.
I need all the stuff, man.
That's my man,
We need
Jake.
everything. So
Jake's awesome.
Yeah. Jake,
I know
Good
him
job.
from Edna. Right, Jake? You're awesome. You and your wife, you're awesome.
yeah, Jake.
Great dude,
Roofing-
man. We
roofing in the
appreciate
winter,
it.
man.
He's out in Utah.
Oh, yeah.
Great guy.
That's brutal.
I bet your roofing in the winter is a little more brutal. Than
So then how I met Jake to let people know about social media on a phone call from a vendor.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, you know those calls you get?
Yeah.
And I tell people the same crazy line if I like him, he had great energy. I said, follow me on Instagram. Right,
Yeah.
Jake? Tell him. And now he gets all my lies.
Nice.
Yeah.
He's a human. no different, has a different job.
Yeah.
We're similar.
Yeah.
You know, we're people that chase our dreams and chase our passions, and
Absolutely.
our family's important, God's important,
Yeah.
our community's important,
Right.
and that's what we love about TC Backer Construction. Behind the tool belt,
Yeah, man.
you're getting real, you're getting to know contractors, and it's like never, ever, ever in the history have you ever been able to see what you see here today, and it's
Right.
live. And a statistic, Christopher, good to see you, Brent, that I didn't even put up yet when I'm getting ready to put on my new social media show, is live videos are 6 times more engaging than video itself, and video itself is the dominator.
Yeah.
6 times more than any video, a live video.
Awesome.
Because they get to feel your soul.
Yeah.
You guys come on here,
Yeah.
you pour it out. You're
Yeah.
way past your 8 and you're
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, no, this is raw. This isn't scripted.
You know?
Just, you know.
I mean, you're contractors. You're not social media. You're not superstars,
man.
but you are
No.
superstars because you're putting a face to the profession.
Yeah.
Patrick Nelson, Brent, can you please be so kind to put your town, share this, and
Yep.
start a watch party?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And if you come on the
Sharing's
replay,
big, guys.
Yeah.
Bottom
We love
left-hand
it.
corner button.
Yep.
Like the page. Turn your notifications on for TC Backer Construction so you can be notified whenever we go live.
Wednesday at 7 behind the tool belt major shows.
Wednesdays at 7 o'clock is the new time, and it's going to stay that time and day for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
So
If there's something you want to talk about, a question, and just put my friend wanted me to ask. That's
Yeah.
the best way to say it.
Yeah.
And if there's a tool, if there's a picture, you can message them, then they can have that picture. If you want to stump them, send a picture, message it to them, right? If you see a roof, another way that you can get in the win a behind the TC Backer tool belt, if they agree, is get a picture of an ugly roof or ugly siding.
There you
And
go.
send it to them on their Facebook
Yeah,
page.
that's right.
And if they feature that on the show,
Yeah.
then you're in the drawing.
That's
Or
right.
maybe you win one if
That's
they
good.
feature your
That's
picture.
good.
So if you take a picture of an ugly roof, maybe it's a pretty roof, but if it's one they pick,
Right.
then boom.
Yeah,
So
that's a
if
good
it's
idea,
siding,
man.
don't take
I like
a
that.
picture of my house because there's a missing shutter.
Yeah.
But that would be one, missing shutter,
Yeah,
my
I
house.
might do that
Ugly
tonight.
front
I might
door.
go out there tonight and
Hustle,
do it.
hustle. Right?
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
An ugly front door. But seriously, so we want to make this what it's supposed to be: social, engaging, and media.
That's
we all
right.
have phones, but there's stuff that we see on people's pages that we're like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, I can't believe that. What if you said, oh my gosh, I can't believe that?
yeah,
Instead of looking down at those posts, what if you looked up when someone posts something?
right,
Yeah.
right.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So at the end of the day, they're not even trying to sell you anything.
Nope.
They're just making themselves available.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Right? It's not like they're like, what did they register? Shane, what's the return on the investment? Man,
Yeah.
they come in here because they're invested already.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
we love you. I mean,
So,
you
yeah,
brought the
if-
fire.
if anyone's
Sorry about
got-
the technical stuff in the beginning.
Yeah.
Appreciate
It
you.
happens. That's part of the rawness, man.
But it was
That's part of the
blurry,
rawness.
but we got focused.
We did. Yep.
Wednesday at 7 behind the tool belt.
Yes.
Sir.
And thank you, Rock. We do work good together because we all enjoy working together.
Yeah, man.
If you do what you enjoy every day, if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life, man.
Do you know where I met D. La Rock? I'll tell you where I met him. He'll tell you. I met him at a gas station on Mount Rose. He'll tell you. He lives in North Carolina.
Uh-huh.
I said hi to him. He was at a gas station. I had my Tahoes back then. He'll tell you. Right? Tell him I'm not telling the truth. And I met him at a gas station. Said hi to him. We've been lifelong brothers ever since.
Awesome.
Nice,
man.
man.
And this was
Yeah,
four,
that's awesome.
4 years ago.
That's awesome.
Yo, that's my brother. Lives in North Carolina. Do anything for me. I met him one time live in real life at a gas station. We've been friends ever since.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So social media is whatever you make it, man.
Absolutely.
But if you're authentic, you ain't got to change.
That's right.
You just got to grow.
That's right.
Yeah.
And we showing the love. TC Backer Construction
Absolutely.
behind the.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Tool
respect
belt.
to you, Dealer Rock. Appreciate
Yeah.
you, man, from
Yeah.
North Carolina.
Mhm.
We'll see everyone next week, Wednesday, 7
Yeah.
o'clock, for episode 9.
Much love. God bless.
We use certainty all the time, man. We love it too.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, man, I got an extra one for you.
There
I
you
got an
go.
extra one for you. Drop your information. Shoot me a message. Drop your information. I'll get you a shirt.
Jake, friend these guys, man. These are cool guys. You'll love
Yeah, the
them.
material's awesome too, man.
Jake's
I
an
got a couple
awesome
different
guy.
colors. I like wearing this at nighttime. I like wearing it to work. I have a different color for
Yeah.
different activities.
That's
But
right.
But that
it's great
shows
material,
obsessed,
man.
right?
Yeah.
Like,
I
that
love what
shows
I do,
it.
man. I love what I do.
And no one has to tell you. I'm just letting people know these are keys that you should key on. I just thought that's awesome, right?
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
It's like people used to laugh at the hustle muscle. Now they're like, bro, I better hustle muscle.
That's
Yeah,
right.
man.
right? It just lets me know that I can do a little bit more, I can stretch a little bit more, I can be better.
Yeah.
I make a lot of the mistakes, I do all the things you do, I feel the way you do, I feel jealous, I feel hate, I feel pain, I feel depression, I feel down, I feel up. But at the end of the day, I come to the arena and I'm going to battle those things on a daily basis.
Yeah, man.
And I can only do is say to you, watch me in the arena, I'm going to fight. You want to be a fighter? Let's get shoulder to shoulder. So I'm going to root for you because I know it's hard.
Yeah.
But it's also worth it.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
God bless y'all. Find your tribe, find your vibe. Much love coming from behind the tool belt. TC Backer.
See everyone next week.
Wednesdays at 7.
Wednesdays at 7 now.
Oops.
See everyone.
I hit the handle. Sorry, love you.